probably help me in the class in my junior, senior, or maybe even college. Thank you, and Jazakallah.
Very well said once again. With this, we'll wrap up the junior group and then we'll move on to the senior group to hear their comments. I've heard some rumors that the senior group sisters are doing a great presentation together. So I'll save the best for the last, but let me just start with Waqar Hassan first.
Dear respected elders, brothers, sisters, and parents, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First of all, I would like to thank all of those that helped make this ACT class possible. Inshallah, this will help me take the exam this year. And I've learned a lot of concepts from time management to answering the questions with the concepts that we learned. I've learned a lot, and this was only possible through the people that helped make this ACT class happen. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
I will have Brother Tawseef Madni next on the podium, please.
Assalamu alaikum. I didn't really want to take the class at first, but my parents made me. But I'm glad they made me take it because I learned a lot of new things. It was an interesting class. There's a lot of interesting kids in here. I met a lot of new people, and I learned a lot of new things. I'd like to send a shout out to Sean and Brother Iftikhar because they taught me a lot of new things. Like, I'm a good test taker now. I don't know where they are, but yeah. I'd like to say thank you to all the people who brought breakfast. It was a fun class and a great experience, and I know I'll do good on the ACT. Thank you.
So now I will have the distinct pleasure of calling the sisters from the senior group. So let me have Sister Aisha Khan, Aisha Qazi, Khuda Mirza, Saima Sharif, and am I missing anybody? Maha, yes, I'm sorry. Can we have them all on the podium here? They will do a combined presentation. That's my understanding.
Assalamu alaikum, dear respected parents, elders, brothers, sisters, friends, teachers. Jazakallah for joining us in this celebration to celebrate this very, very successful 6-week ACT course. I want to thank the many people that collaborated to make this class a success. The greatest thanks goes to our parents for always thinking about our futures. Jazakallah khairan for taking the time out for all the people that made this class possible, from arranging the list of students to arranging the price to the books and to the classroom accommodations. Jazakallah also for the scrumptious breakfast that if it weren't for that, we'd be concentrating more on our growling stomachs, not on our studies at hand. Jazakallah to our parents for taking the time out to drop us off and pick us up every Saturday and Sunday when I'm pretty sure they'd much rather have been sleeping in late. Jazakallah also for our parents for making us do our homework even though we'd rather have been sitting up watching TV because they knew how it would benefit us in the long run. Jazakallah for the teachers that made this class worthwhile. They dedicated every Saturday and Sunday to teaching us ACT tips when they could have been planning more enjoyable things to do over the weekend. Inshallah, with the effort that the students put in, we'll get the desired ACT score and we'll get into the college of our choice. I would like to add my personal thanks to Mr. Reynolds, Mr. Iftikhar uncle, to Zilli Khan uncle, to Dr. Mahmood uncle, Ahsan uncle, Naveed Khurshid uncle, and Dr. Khurshid Ahmad uncle for all their efforts, for putting in all their efforts to make this class possible. To Mr. Reynolds, these days among us as our teacher have been few in number, but by no means less in quality and enthusiasm. I shall lie there pondering your incomprehensible zeal of teaching us kids the nitpicks of grammar. Jazakallah khairan to Uncle Iftikhar for teaching us that sometimes the best solution in a math question is one that requires conceptual thought and not shortcuts. Thanks to all the students that took the time and effort to take this class, even though they might not have gotten the best night's sleep the night before. Jazakallah for the teachers for assigning the homework so that we could practice whatever we learned in class. And Jazakallah for making this class worthwhile. Inshallah, if we keep making dua and keep practicing, we'll achieve the score we aimed for. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'd like to thank everyone for coming today, and I'd like to start off, even though Mr. Reynolds and Iftikhar Uncle aren't here, I'd like to thank them for making this experience really fun and worthwhile for us. It was great having two teachers with experience and knowledge that they could pass down to us, and I especially enjoyed Iftikhar Uncle's constant reference to fobs and his practical demonstrations for which he carried around a ball in his pocket. It was awesome. And I'd like to also thank the parents who brought in breakfast every week. Not gonna lie, I look forward to those bagels. They're really good. And I'd like to thank all the people in the masjid who were involved in putting this program together, because it was very generous of them to provide a facility for all of us Muslim kids to not only benefit from this, but I also gained new friends as well. So once again, Jazakallah to everyone who was involved in this.
Assalamu alaikum. I'd first like to thank Sean and Mr. Iftikhar Uncle for all that they have taught us, because it's been pretty good. I actually have a poem right now, for a little short poem for the teachers. Okay. Teachers, help us reach our goals, to strive and achieve, and to try our best to at least score a 33 on our ACT. For our future brightens with each lesson you teach, each smile you lengthen, each goal you help us reach.